whatever the experience may be in this moment, the awareness that I am is naturally aware of it. Naturally, I, the being, don't own any experience. Because the one who's aware of the changeless, constant experience of truth, as Baba is, it's as though all the transient, fleeting experiences cease to have any interest for this being. But is pure allowance of every experience. Is not seeking or craving the next experience. And is not resisting this present moment experience. Whatever it is perfect. It appears within me, the existence. And it disappears within me, the changeless existence. And that is what Baba is showing the soul. This is Gyan and Yoga. Know who I am. That's it, I am. But But when I am is combined with I am experiencing this, I am feeling this, I am thinking this, I should not be experiencing this. I should not be feeling this way. Or I had such a wonderful experience. All of this is what creates I am this mind and body, a person. Just the I am. Then Baba will fill in the blanks after that. Because I exist, personal expression can take place. This whole world of the person, me, my life, my story, it all exists within me. Pure existence. The silent being with Baba can see. Together we see. How every moment is presenting a unique expression. At the level of the mind, at the level of the body, world. But we are still and silently observing as everything is in slow motion. The whole world of the person in the mind. The whole world of thoughts in the mind. Starts to feel so unreal. Only reality and truth is Baba, the living light. And self and all other beings, the living lights. Everything else feels like a bundle of sanskars and energy. Combined with matter. The true living beings are just living lights. Transcendent of sanskars, transcendent of karma, transcendent of thoughts. True living lights. Just the tiny point of light has any karma? If the being has no body, the being has no story, where does karma come from? Karma is very much part of the drama, the story. Soul is transcendent of all karma. And this realization comes now. Although the influences may exert their pull, influence of the story in the mind may exert their pull, but soul is transcendent of karma. Beyond the inner drama and the outer drama. Only that one that is detached like this can see the unfolding of the personal story with detachment. Every moment, personal story is unfolding in some form of a thought, a feeling, a memory, some mood. Every moment it's unfolding. But the one who's transcendent of all karma, of the person, knowing it's fictional, can truly be beyond the effect of the drama and the karma of the personal story. For that one, the trauma is just a thought. For that one, great experiences, just a thought. Not so great experiences, just a thought. Another passing, fleeting experience. Self is the observer of the personal story. And that one is combined with God. Shut. You know, the Murli, 24 to 2008 or 17/4/69. I don't know, there are two dates on it, which one it is. It says 74/69 and 24 to 2008. So don't know which one it is. But the topic is, the title of the Murli is, the main sanskar of Brahmins is to be a complete renunciate. Yeah. Why has a gathering of all of you specially been called here now? Four main things are necessary for a gathering. Yeah? Four main things are necessary for a gathering. First, there should be love for one another. Can we really push love? There should be love for one another. What does Baba mean by that? You know Dadi Gulzar, soul behind that body. Whenever somebody would go to her about something, sometimes she would just, based on whatever their sharing is with soul behind Dadi, she would say, do you know how much you are loved by everyone? Not that how much you love everyone, but do you know how much you are loved by everyone? And it's very beautiful to live like this, because this is the truth. Right? If I, the being, the one who's transcendent of all karma, which means I have no karma, no history, no past, no future. That means I have no karmic accounts, right? Anybody has karmic accounts here? No karmic accounts, right? I have no karmic accounts. At least that's how this tiny point with Baba likes to see. I'm like in that Anadi Swarup, no karmic accounts. Don't give mind this food only. Yeah. What karmic accounts? Which karmic accounts? I have no karmic accounts. Hmm? And that being will very easily experience, no, how each being is made up of love and how I am love. And they all love me, the being, so much through Baba. Of course, everything through Baba. And how much then it feels so natural. Then, yes, I, the being, also so loving to all the beings through Baba. But do you feel that you are really loved, the tiny being of light? You have no body, no story. You have no karmic story, no karmic accounts. Aren't you loved by all? Doesn't matter what is happening at it's what Baba says is like the dead body level. But really, look at the level of truth. Is everybody not loving you so much? Hmm? Very important. The very first thing, I'm loved. I'm always loved. Yeah. And this actually is your reality, and it starts manifesting also, depending on the conviction you, the soul, has in this truth. Yes, I'm loveful will come later, but I am loved. Yeah, I am loved. Yeah, yeah, that conviction. And that conviction will come when you are ceasing to have any interest in whatever thoughts and feelings are coming in your mind and body. If you stop believing your mind, this is your truth right now. And you will see it. Yeah. And this is how soul behind Dadi Gulzar must be feeling. That's what she's sharing through that mouth, that soul. Hmm? You're so loved by all. Do you know how much you're loved by all? And soul behind Dadi Janki would always say, don't ever allow yourself to believe this mind talk, which says, they don't love me. Don't ever allow. Or they don't respect me, they don't love me, or they may not respect me, or they may not love me if I do this or if I say this. This is all mind talk. Don't believe in it. Jesse, mind creates a fear. I wonder how will they think about me, because this is one very big fear in everyone's mind, by the way, just so that everyone knows. Hmm? And I, the being, can see that thought. Oh, it's just, I don't understand. The truth is, I'm just immensely loved by God and all the beings. I don't know anything else. I am loved first. Forget I'm loving and all of that. I am loved first. Yeah. It will be transformative for you. You'll see. Only when you are not gripped by that fear can you truly be also radiating love in a natural. When you feel loved by Baba and all the other beings, with Baba, if you're really feeling that love, you will find that you will naturally feel love from all. Yeah, that is another sign of experiencing God's love. Not that you are loving, you will feel that no, everybody loves me. Really, that's the way. Everybody loves me. And everyone respects me so much, so much. And you will not believe any mind chatter. Because what mind, ego, the scripted mind has this tendency is it is because it's not experiencing that scripted mind, because scripted mind is nothing but the person. Because it's not experiencing, the person can never experience love. It will only be fearful of losing love, right? And because it's not experiencing, it will start to create scenarios of feeling threatened and desire to experience love. How do I earn their respect? How do I earn their love? This is all scripted mind talking. It's not you. You can observe it all, because when you are still, every aspect of the subtle aspect of your scripted mind can be seen without any lapse. You know, I'll show you an image in which it's like, yeah. Do you see? The one who is still can see all the aspects of the traffic moving, right? But the one who's moving with the traffic, can they see anything? They can't, right? But the one who is still, now it could be the traffic in the mind, it could be traffic in the surroundings, it doesn't matter. When you are still, you can see every aspect of the subtle inclinations of your mind without trying to analyze. You're just seeing it because you are so still with Baba, right? You can see every subtle aspect of the subtle identifications of the mind, the subtle impulses of the mind. You can see everything of mind and body without feeling I am part of that movement of the mind or body. When you are just experiencing and knowing, I am still, even in this moment, I am still. And I can observe all the movements at every level. And Baba and I are not changing. Then you see every moving body as a bundle of sanskars and nothing else. Yeah? Any question, Pooja? Can you unmute?
Yes, I can. I said, including your own body.
Yeah.
If it's a lot in motion, so including your own movement.
Exactly. Your own body, its own movement, your mind, its own movement. And you know you are still, you're not moving.
But to keep that stillness permanent, even though there is a lot of feelings, emotions, or thoughts in the mind, how do you not get carried away? That's what sometimes you get carried away into the thoughts and feelings of your own body.
Yeah.
Do we hold that image all the time? Does that help? Or is there a method that can help me feel that stillness all the time instead of getting carried away sometimes in the storm of movement of the body or of the feelings or of the thoughts? Like I'm not the mind, but then sometimes in a lot of action, it just drifts away. So how do?
Yeah. So definitely it is, if it helps for me, the soul, the way I see it, I can just share that and see what works for you. It is just knowing myself more and more in conversations with Baba. I experience his stillness. Yeah. Either being experience his stillness as my stillness. Yeah. Which means, for example, give you a very small example, just woke up from the nap, and some days one has seen when wakes up from the nap, there's a very uneasy discomfort feeling. Yeah. And that feeling is like just ordinary and just feeling, I just want to change this feeling. I don't like this feeling. Yeah. So what do I do? Maybe I do something to get out of this feeling, right? Body movement is the dependency for the soul in one way today, right? Maybe if I do this and I do that, and I will get out of this feeling. Yeah. And the soul knows I, the being, because I exist, I can see with Baba this experience. I am appreciating this experience of this moment. Although the mind is creating a thought after thought after thought, because the identification with every thought in the mind, you start to see more and more clearly as you practice. As you see that every thought has its own world, so you try not to even touch it. So I know mind is saying, I just want to get out of this experience. I'm not feeling so good and so easy. Very uneasy feeling. Yeah, it's okay. Let it speak. But it's because it's I am experiencing, it becomes very personal. But then with Baba, who's very still, I see with him, Baba, how are you seeing this experience? Child, it is just an experience which is expressing itself at the level of mind and body. Because you are that pure allowance, pure existence, it seems to be expressing itself. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with this experience, child. So immediately talking to Baba, instead of trying to fix and take the support of the body's movement and getting into some action to get out of that feeling. Yeah. Instead, just talk to Baba. How are you seeing this experience of uneasiness and discomfort and wanting to get out of it? Then one thought is leading, I want to get out of it, to another thought. Then another thought is saying, just get up and go for a walk. Yeah. That is what. And you can still do all that, but your support is coming from Baba, not from the action of the mind and body. To even, because then from Baba, when it's coming, you are in acceptance of that experience. And then the body can move and the thoughts can still be there and it doesn't bother you. That's fine. But support is him. So then the change is happening in a natural way. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I'm not trying to get rid of it. I'm appreciating and allowing that experience to be the way it is. Even if it's very uneasy and there are probably 10 other thoughts which have created what I can do to get rid of it. And it's okay. It's fine. My support is one Baba and none other. Not the body, not the mind. No subtle facilities and no physical facilities. No facilities whatsoever. Because usually the tendency, even as a Brahmin, is change the thought. Because I don't like this feeling. Change the thought. Go do something, do some seva, and it will be fine. You're distracting and suppressing at that point. No, it's okay. It's okay to feel uneasy, discomfort. It's okay to feel ordinary. Yeah, this check and change is a tendency in Brahmin life. When Baba is saying check and change, it's a very different meaning. Very different meaning. Baba wants him to be your support and nothing else. Oh, please explain. Okay. Check and change. Yeah. Check. Who am I that is observing this experience with Baba? That is the checking. Right? Automatically, shift will happen from there. Because then I'm seeing that experience as Baba is seeing it. Yeah. Baba is not denying it. Baba is not suppressing it. Baba is not condemning it. Yeah. Isn't this cheating oneself, suppressing? Suppressing and cheating in what way? Do you mind elaborating a little bit? When you're purely allowing and accepting it? Is that? No, when you're accepting your experience, then that means you have zero identity. Yeah, trying to change. Yes. Trying to change is suppressing and cheating. Yes. In a very subtle way, in the name of Gyan and Yoga. There's some dislike for that experience. The moment there's dislike, soul is asleep. The word dislike and soul doesn't go together. That is why yesterday Baba said dislike for the other is dislike for the self. Somewhere you, the soul, is not even appreciating your own experiences, however they may be, and not in acceptance of it. And that is why you can't accept anybody else's ever-changing experiences.
There's always like that criticism for self going on when there's no acceptance.
Exactly, exactly. So accept. It's okay. I have all different types of experiences within me. I am that stillness. This is why the stillness in this side, left, right side, if you see the image, it's like the person made of emotions in slow motion. They're showing the emotions, how those emotions together, put together in one pile, has created a person. It's just breaking, you can see that breaking of those. And you're totally accepting every aspect of every emotion, every feeling is okay. It's perfectly fine. To sometimes not feel very good in the mind, it's okay. I'm not here to change it because I am not that experience. And someday there's a very blissful experience. I am okay. Even that experience is not me. I'm transcendent of all karma. Otherwise, you create karma with your mind. You create karma with your body. Which means the moment I take support of my mind and my body to give me some solace, to give me some peace, now they are in some way my masters. Because I depend on them to give me some experience of Paramdham. I depend on them to give me some experience of peace so that for some time I can feel I'm a soul. And if I am really who I am, then my mind can create its own moods. I'm okay. My body can create its own feelings. I'm okay. I have no karma with it. I don't need their support to be who I am. Then they will be my servers. Yeah. So can one say, Jaise Baba Karan Karavanhar, Maya too is Karan Karavanhar? Oh, yes. Baba says, no, Maya is Karan Karavanhar. Very good. And Maya is being Karan Karavanhar when I'm depending on my facilities, so subtle facilities. I'm even depending on my intellect to give me an experience of who I am. Divya Buddhi means surrendered intellect, not divine. Divine means surrendered intellect. So when my intellect is surrendered, my mind is surrendered, my sanskars are surrendered, then the divinity of I can I, the divine being, the supreme Parasnath's child, the master Parasnath, now can give divinity to my mind. I can lend my divinity to my mind. I can lend my divinity to my intellect. I can lend divinity to sanskars. I don't need their support because today they are extremely corrupted. Corrupted means they're just scripted, better word. They're just scripted. Yeah, not corrupted, then it makes them look bad. No, they're just scripted. The language of the soul can never be to blame even the scripted mind. It can't blame anything because that's the nature of the being, blameless. So drama is not outside. Drama is in my mind. If I'm calling drama bad or drama corrupted or drama not good or drama anything, it's not outside drama. I'm actually blaming my own inner world. Total acceptance. That's the nature of the being. Koi baat nahi, bachchi. You know, child, if this experience comes, so what? What's wrong with this experience, child? Are you your experiences coming from your mind and body? No, Baba. Then who are you? Baba, the master, the embodiment of all experiences, master of all, knower of all experiences, Baba. Yes, now you have understood, Baba. Yes, Pooja.
So we think this is scripted and drama. I mean, Baba also says have nishcha and drama. So if there is something wrong that's happening that you see, suppose you're at work. So I mean, since it's all scripted, is it correct to correct it or ask or, I mean, bring it into attention of those that needs to be? So I don't know, or you just go with the flow because it's drama.
Yeah, somewhere in between. So it would be more like, first I understand that there are these souls at play, right? They are playing their parts, beautiful parts. Each seed has its own tree of expression. And each seed has the right to express their tree the way it is being expressed in this moment, as I see with Baba. How is Baba seeing? Baba is also coming and giving us all the knowledge, but always keeping the truth of our eternity in his vision, right? So as I, the being, first keep the truth of their eternity and my eternity in my vision, then I first check that this personal journey of my part that is taking place is expressing in the form of thoughts and feelings in my mind. First checking will be me, I, the being with Baba. Can I see if there is any kind of feelings, thoughts, and emotions that are coming up and welling up within me, the soul? Right?
It
First,
is, I feel it's wrong.
yeah, so someone is right and someone is wrong.
Yes.
Right? There is already a polarity.
Yeah.
Right? From that polarity, no action can ever be right. So first, knowing both are right. Neither one is victim nor the other one is a perpetrator. Both are right in their own rights. Now, when you come from that place where you're not coming from that place of judgment of their tree, but acceptance of their tree that is being expressed from that seed, then if the action is supposed to come, it will automatically come that which is right according to the drama. You don't even need to decide whether I should or should not. Because remember, inaction is also an action. So we don't know what action will come from that space. It may come that you may need to go and talk to the supervisor or whoever it is, or it may be that it will let it go. We don't know what it will be. It will be different for each one. But most important is, in every scene, in every situation, I'm totally focused on me and combined with Baba, and making sure that I'm not polarized in my vision. That is all. Then the right action will come according to whatever your part may be in that moment. Yeah. At least that's what this one has seen. Don't jump into getting into action. Just check you are not polarized first. Yeah. And then if it's supposed to come, it comes. At times I've seen it comes, and at times I've seen it doesn't, it's not needed. But it was not a thought-made action. Yeah. Sometimes it will change itself. Sometimes it just feels maybe it's not the right time. And sometimes it feels, no, this is the right time to say something. But it will all come from the place of being totally beyond polarity. That is why Baba says, now don't think, just be. Then that which needs to happen will happen. So let the doing come from being who you are, rather than do something to be. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's very helpful just to pay attention to yourself. Am I seeing way Baba is feeling? That is my first priority. If I lose touch with who I am, then no action can ever be right. Doesn't matter how much it may be even appreciated by the whole world. It's not right. And then if it is coming from the place of being totally beyond polarity, it can be condemned by the whole world, and you will know it was the right action. And that is the power. Just pay attention to yourself. That is if I lose sight of who I am and combine with Baba, everything else is just confused action after that. Yeah. That is why we can't think about the right action. We can just be and come into the right action. Yeah, polarity means biased, yes. Means this one is better than that one, and this one is good and that one is not so good. And, it's like duality in your seeing also. Because somebody's shouting at this, and like just at post office today, this one was there. And the postman, at post office, this soul who's playing the part of a postman. And there are these two souls who come with big, big boxes. And that postman is saying, sorry, today I'm alone and I can't. And those two souls in the old bodies, they felt like they were really fatigued and really bringing all those big boxes. And he said, sorry, today, no overtime. Post office is not paying overtime. It's just me, and I can't take care of you. And I could see my mind with Baba feeling sorry for those two souls and feeling he could help. No, maybe he could ask them to wait and then help them at the end. It's just trying to make its own story behind over there. And I'm like seeing with Baba, wow, what a beautiful story. My own mind is playing in response to the story outside. And I'm like, I understand. And Baba and I are seeing, and it happened. And it's like Baba is saying, do you see how the mind movie works? Yes, Baba. Now, do you see the truth of what I'm seeing? Yes, I see. It's all your mind game. It's all the make-believe game. What is the truth behind these paths, child? Now, see, no feelings of, because you're able to see your mind separate from you, you're not blaming your mind. You're not blaming the scene or anybody in that, because your mind may even be creating that tendency of, he should help them. No, that is his job. Yeah, my mind may create that tendency, But I am separate. I'm not giving life to that tendency. Then it won't get mixed in my true feelings. But if I fail to see this in between game of my mind, and I just say, oh, they are souls, and they are souls in Paramdham, and they have a lot of love, and I fail to see this aspect of my mind, I'm suppressing it. I can never be clean in my heart. I have to be able to see the feelings of the mind of justice, of what is right and what is wrong, that my mind feels as separate from me. Yeah? Then these feelings have no power to mix in my truth. Otherwise, a suppression can take place. Oh, I should not be feeling. Okay, let me see what Baba said. Gyan, 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 yog, 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 yog. They're all souls. They're tiny points of light in the home of light, and there's so much love amongst them. What is happening? Suppression. Suppression. Won't work. You're afraid of your own feelings in your mind. Every scene is there for me to check. That is the purpose of life. Every scene in this physical drama, every scene outside is for me to check how grounded I am in my nishchay of my truth with Baba and what is happening in the playfield of my mind. Separate from me, whatever the experience is, I'm not here to suppress it. I have the power to see what is happening in reaction either to the scene outside, based on the belief systems my mind is carrying within itself. Then I'm seeing it separate. Then I'm Trilokinath. वन लोक तो हटा दिया बीच में से, देन दो लोकीनाथ या एक लोकीनाथ नहीं बोला है बाबा ने. त्रिलोकी, तीनों लोकों को जानने वाली. So I'm aware of the world of mind, the world of matter, and the world of truth. Aware of all three worlds. Then can it deceive me at any point? When the entire focus is just me and Baba and what is happening in the world of my mind, how it's responding or reacting, just aware. So I'm watching with Baba this world of mind, which is complaining about, he should help. If I'm not aware of this as separate from me, I'm one with it, and then I will say, he should help. And then as my mind, I will speak. There's a lot of love, and then somewhere there will be desire, maybe the scene will change, and then somewhere there will be something. No. Meditation is to separate the soul from its scripted mind. Nothing else. And then it can't get mixed. And then naturally, with Baba, your pure, unmixed feelings. First for your own self, and then you feel that for naturally for others. Because you feel so much love for yourself, you feel so clean. And when you feel so clean, Baba wants to live there. Where there's clean space, God is looking for clean spaces if he can find somewhere. And then he wants to live in that clean space. So that's why it said, cleanliness is godliness. In every scene, it's just about cleaning, nothing else. Nothing outside that is happening is wrong because it's not even real, firstly. It's that soul is believing itself to be a postman, and these souls are believing themselves to be old ladies. And based on that assumption, they are playing their part, which is fixed in their drama. So there's nothing to blame outside because firstly, it's not real. And secondly, whatever is being played out is just a fixed drama. True? So in that scene, was anything needed to be spoken? No. At least in this scene, one didn't feel the need. I felt so clean and I felt so with Baba. Then it's like everything that needs to be done is already given by Baba. I don't even need to know what he has given to who. Isn't it? Yeah. So cleanliness is understood grossly for Lakshmi Diwali cleanliness. Yes. We clean our homes. Here we are not cleaning our mind. We are just being who we are. And in that, mind gets purified. When you don't entangle with it, when you don't mess around with it, when you don't stir it, when you leave it to its own devices for Baba to take care of it, in that it gets cleaned. You know, in Buddhism, they say when there's a pot, there's a lot of dirt in it, stop stirring it. Then what happens? It settles down. So stop stirring your mind. I have to change this, I have to change that, I have to change this. Baba ने बोला है, change this. अरे बाबा आत्मा से बात कर रहा है पहले तो. Otherwise, mind is constantly trying to change the mind. You wake up, na? First you wake up. He's talking to the soul. He's not talking to this thought sitting in the mind as Rini. Yeah. So it becomes very easy when your entire focus is Baba and you and your mind. That's it. Everything else will just follow on its own. And I don't care. Means not from that space of I don't care, but I don't care about anything which is going to stir up the mind. I'm not interested in it. And in that not caring, you are most caring. Most caring. And I've seen that in all relationships also. Just focusing on myself. Who's doing what they are up to, what they are doing, what they're not doing. Maybe I should do this to intervene to make their roles more comfortable, and I should do that. This is my, out of it, totally 100%. Baba, I, and what's happening in my mind. That's it. Then whatever action needs to be taken, Baba will guide me. Whatever thought needs to be thought, Baba will guide me. Yeah? So still, this is stillness. There's nothing else to stillness. It's not some kind of supernatural experience. It's a very practical experience of the soul. It's like life is going past. I have no interest. Wherever my part is needed to unfold, it will unfold according to the script. I, the seed, have my own tree. Every seed has its own tree. It's like we are souls with Baba, and each one is a seed, and from each seed, there's a tree of sanskars attached to their bodies hanging. Anything wrong with it? But when I get lost in being the tree and seeing the trees, then I'm lost in the jungle. But when I'm very appreciative of my tree and each one's tree, perfect, there's nothing to fix, nothing to change, all are good, all are wonderful, beautiful, beautiful tree. Somebody's saying they don't have time, and somebody's feeling dejected. Oh my God, I came that far from with such big boxes and I'm here to really, and now I have to go back without, whatever it may be. That's just a tree displaying itself, expressing from the sea. Perfect. Both are perfect. Let me check if my mind has any complaint about it. It's got a complaint book there, no? So let me check. That is most important. Then what Baba is saying is very easy. There should be love for one another. Yeah. Then Baba is saying a close relationship has to be there. It will be there. Without any attachment, there will be harmony of sanskars. Because I, the being, am not seeing any soul as part as a threat. Because I can see, my mind can see it as a threat. I am not seeing it as a threat. Right? So then responsibility for service. This is the responsibility. First, my own truth. Then the proof of the dharma of knowledge and yoga. These are the four things. Each soul, live your dharma, right? Even in Hinduism and all, they say, live your dharma. What is the dharma of the soul? Let that be expressed through the role you are playing. Role is not a wrong thing. It's good to play your roles. But being stabilized in your dharma, being who you are, then perform the dharma and karma both. Yeah? So Baba is saying that, are you ready in all these four aspects? How do you have love for one another? What is the method to develop love for one another? I'll tell you, when I just come to Gyan, and there was one soul's part, for some reason she could not stand Rini. She really disliked Rini. And I was new, very new, 6 months in Gyan, did not know anybody at the center. And each time I would go to the center, if it happened that that soul opened the door, she would just shut the door on my face. Did not, and Brahmin, huh? Many thoughts could come. ये क्या ऐसे होता है यहाँ पर, ये वैसे होता है यहाँ पर, ये क्या ऐसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, वो है, ये है, सब कुछ आ सकता है, but नहीं आया. Why? Because what was one thing? Baba said, you are here to work on yourself. Who's feeling hurt? If that soul is behaving with you, every time she would cut Rini, कुछ बोलेगी नहीं, उससे पहले उसको काटेगी. Brahmin, 20 years in Gyan at that time. But what really helped is, Baba said, that soul is your helper. That soul's part is helping you. Then what happened immediately? Shut the door, thank you. Andar se. I could see feelings of hurt coming up. I could see. What have I done wrong? Mind will say, mind's talk is like this. It will speak as though it's speaking, as though it's my voice, yeah? So it pretends, it mimics me, the soul, and acts as though it's me. And then it says, what have I done to be treated like this? I am new, I don't even know you. Why are you acting with me like this? Maybe I've done something wrong. Maybe I didn't look at her properly, something. Who knows? Mind has its own ways of speaking. And I could see with Baba. Baba, this is the mind is talking. Not your voice. You don't have a voice box only. You don't have a body, so you don't have a voice box. You don't have thoughts. Then whose thinking is this? It's just a scripted mind talking. It's not your voice. Do you see how that soul's part is helping you? You know, it took 2 years. I did not wait for 2 years. It just happened. I'm just telling you in retrospect. And then there was some Shivani Bain's program. And then that soul, after 2 years, something Shivani Bain, that soul must have said that really struck that soul. And then that soul came and said to this one, I'm really sorry. I've given you a very hard time for 2 years. And honestly speaking, honest to God, Baba knows, I really did not even remember, because I was at every moment those 2 years was feeling, you are helping me. So I don't even feel why you're saying sorry to me. That was the feeling inside. From there it came. I don't know. There's nothing to say sorry. And internally I could say to Baba, Baba, this soul has helped me. What is this soul saying sorry for? So it's like you're constantly communicating with Baba as though he's just living with you. You know, do you see what it is? He's the privy to everything that is happening at your mind level. Baba, why is she saying sorry? She's not done anything wrong. Actually, she's helped me emerge my ability to love unconditionally to the extent which I otherwise would never have had that ability. Yeah. That was the feeling. So I really, yeah, only the soul is watching with Baba. Yeah, the soul's part came as a blessing. So then there was no happiness taken from it either. And it all happens naturally. It's not like I should not take happiness from the drama and I should not take sadness from, you don't work on it. It's just a natural aspect of being who you are with Baba and aware of your own inner world in every scene, in every situation. It's not a work. Oh, I should not do this and I should not do that. No. Yeah. And then I remember somebody was at the table and they said, you're new in Gyan, na? That is why childhood days, childhood days. And I am like, I'm seeing my mind's reaction there. And I can see my mind saying with Baba, yeah, again, always with Baba, combined with him, constant companion. And I could see my mind saying, उसके लिए काम नहीं किया होगा ना, इसलिए वो मुझे भी discourage करना चाह रही है. I'm just speaking like that, that it must not have worked for her, and that's why she wants to discourage me. And I'm seeing with Baba, this is not my mind. This is not, Baba is saying, this is not your voice, child. See how that soul helped you? Yes, that soul helped me, Baba. What did it help you with? It helped me see that how this person identity, this ego, at that time I did not know much about person identity. Right now I'm saying it, but it felt like, Baba, this one, you know, this Rini, this me. I used to say it me, yeah, but this me feels very threatened. But there was still some sense of separation. Does that make sense? So now I'm telling you in a high insight, so that this thought is feeling threatened, Baba, and I can see this insecurity in my mind. I can see this insecurity in my mind. So Baba's like, okay, then where is that one wrong? No, they're not wrong. So you're like having a communication with him, separating your mind from you totally 100%. And then I could see that I could love that soul, regardless of whatever their part may be. I could just feel the love for that soul. There's no work. It's just you, Baba, and separation from your voice and your mind. And there's no hard work. Because there'll be all sorts of parts playing out, and they're supposed to be like that. They have to be like that. They must be like that. For you to re-emerge your divine qualities. And for you to know your separation from your scripted mind. It's really that simple. Then what Baba is saying is easy, no? The reason Baba is saying then method to develop love for one another, this is the method. If you really want a method, there is actually no method. It's just being combined with his feelings, his way of, and constantly taking guidance from him. Don't believe your mind when it says you are not combined with God. Who are you talking to? You're just talking to yourself, whatever it can say. You are combined with him. In every step, take guidance. How to feel, how to think. Baba, mind is feeling this way. Okay, child, I'll teach you how to feel. See how I feel? This is how I feel. So this is how you also feel. Then there is that innocence of the child who wants to learn everything from their mother and father. You know? And in that, other the things Baba will give. See, all bodies are dead. Where is the life? Some sanskars which may be very deeply entrenched. Then Baba gives you other ways of seeing things. But at every step, he's guiding you. At every step, he's guiding you. He wants to be involved with you in every thinking, every work, every doing. He wants to be involved with you. Are you involving him? Or are you involved with your mind? Yeah. Involved with my Baba. Yes. Then you'll feel Paramdham here. There's no here there. Paramdham is you and Paramdham feelings is you. You don't need to go anywhere to feel Paramdham. For 10 minutes, 15 minutes. No, you are experiencing life of divinity here and now. Right? So Baba is saying, the reason why you become distant with one another is that the sanskars are the thoughts of one another do not match. How can the sanskars and thoughts of all of you become one? How can they become one? Because somebody said each one of us has our own sanskars. What is the main sanskar of the Brahmins of the confluence age? What was the main sanskar of the corporeal form of Brahma? You saw that sanskar in Brahma Baba in its complete form. But among the Brahmins, it is according to their yoga and power. So Brahma Baba was totally introspective, Mamma and Brahma Baba. Introspection was the only practice for them. And Dadis. Antarmukhi Sada Sukhi. This is what they would keep saying. Antarmukhi Sada Sukhi. But then we don't have to copy anybody, no? Copy Brahma Baba. Antarmukhi, Antarmukhi. Then whatever has to happen will happen from there. It's a very joyous process. It's very light way to live, where heaviness and lightness of the body and the old sanskaras coming and attacking every now and then through the day. Sometimes you will feel very heavy, sometimes you will feel very light in your mind. It's all mind game. You are totally antarmukhi with Baba, sharing every experience, having him to be your companion in every experience your mind and body is offering. It's not good or bad, it's just an experience. How can I share thoughts like this with Baba? Of course you can. If you can't with him, then who will you with? Hmm? But the being that is perfect, angelic being, untouched by any thought, any feeling, that one is sharing every experience with Baba. Then do you think you have to remember him? Or do you have to work hard on forgetting him, which you don't want to anyways? So when someone asks, how do I remember Baba? It's because the soul is not experiencing its angelic perfection the way Baba sees, and then from that space, not living in introspection. Because introspection can only happen from the place of being God-like. Rini or some thought as my, not even Rini. Rini itself is a thought. So not a thought as my reference point that I have to do introspection. That thought cannot do introspection. Even that thought is seen by the soul. So this one, I mean, at least this one sees that Baba and I'm always in Baba's bubble of perfection. And no impure feelings can touch me. No, what do you call? No positive feelings can touch me. No negative, positive, temporary feelings can touch me. I'm untouched by any thought, positive or negative, pure or impure, except when it's elevated thought from Baba. I am untouched. And then it is whatever he gives will come into action. Nothing touches me. Now, there are storms also, there are many things that can happen, and there are times when you may feel that feeling is lingering on for too long. Don't worry. It's an experience which is wanting to live for 2 days in you. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It will go when it has to go. It just wants to pass through you. Some storms can finish in 2 minutes, some storms can take 2 days, and some storms can take 2 weeks. Are you the storm? This has to be very clear. Just be with him. He will figure out a way to keep you completely untouched and will not allow your pure feelings. This one has had days where the storm has lasted for probably 2-3 days, especially when you're starting the journey, and sometimes even 2 weeks. The only attention was just, Baba, I'm just in your womb and I'm feeling what you are feeling. I'm not trying to touch anything because I don't know what to do with it. I'm just with you. And in that, you start seeing the unreality of everyone's part. You start seeing the unreality of your own part. You start seeing how your whole part is just made up of thoughts and sanskars. With some images, very clear-cut images that keep showing up in your mind. And Baba gives you different ways of seeing that you are never changing. But see, this image comes, it's just an image, and it's playing with the story in your mind. There is no truth to it. Do you see it's just in your mind? Yes, Baba. Okay. Next. Somebody comes and speaks to you amidst that storm whilst your mind is in the storm and you're with Baba, and somebody comes and wants to ask you something, wants to interact with you. All these things can happen. You just stay in tuned. Baba, I can see these feelings getting mixed. It's okay. I'm there. I'm taking care. You just stay clean and pure, knowing that my feelings are your feelings. Okay, now you speak. Every step. Isn't that what Brahma Baba must have seen? And if you forget, you forget. It's okay. That forgetting and playing is also a game happening within you. The moment you realize that time does not exist, that time that has lapsed, there's no time lapse for the timeless being. You are. And you will find automatically your actions are really not in disharmony with your truth. If you're living like this, automatically your actions are purified also with your mind. This is like to live like Brahma Baba in his complete form. Because Baba's main sanskar was of being a complete renunciate. Means zero ownership of any thought in the mind. Renunciation is not of money. Renunciation is of any identity with any voice in the mind or any experience of the body and mind. That is complete renunciation. Yeah, very careful and very cheerful. Yeah. Because remember, anybody who remembers Brahma Baba's soul behind Brahma Baba's words were, Dada Lekraj has died. Now all my relationships are with the truth. Which means all the sanskars and the thoughts and the feelings and the memories which make up this person and its personality, I have nothing to do with it. This voice in the mind is not my voice. The sensations and the uncomfortable feelings of the body are not my feelings. Complete renunciate. Then Baba says to be egoless means to be a complete renunciate. And this is being egoless. The egoless one can see the ego, thoughts, feelings, emotions in a very detached way. And detached means loving way. We use the word detached, but incomplete. Detached and loving way. I can see the feelings of the mind, the complaints of the mind, the what else is there in the mind? The impurities of the mind, whatever it is, with love, because I am love, because I am detached. That is why I am love. The one who loves doesn't complain about the complaining child. Silent presence. You are the silent presence, aware of everything, mind and body. Complete renunciate, like Brahma Baba. Yeah? So we will finish it here. Anybody wants to say anything? Yes.